Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat and this is my daily video about arts, crafts, creativity and all things divine. And today I'm working on this painting here that I started yesterday. So far I've just laid down acrylic paints and it's actually looking pretty good. One of my favorite parts of painting is always the very beginning because it looks good and then it has to get worse before it gets better. And so because there's some really dark shades in the pink, I had to lay down some black. In my head I had to lay down some black and then it got too dark and gross, and so I spent the rest of the day just lightening and bringing back up the colour. And so we have now some really rich dark points here, but it's still bright and beautiful. And so the plan is that I'm going to finish this off by doing an oil painting on top of it. And so that's my preferred way of doing an ultimate oil painting, I think, is by laying down acrylic paints first and then do the oil painting on top of it, because that just adds like lovely, glossy, schmooshy detail, because oil painting is a dream to work with. But the caveat is that it takes very, very long to dry, whereas acrylic paint is very, very fast drying, but that makes it very difficult to work with. Anyways, this beautiful lily that we have here, based on Matthew 6 in the Bible, I want to have gold all the way around in the background, and I've had this just like desire in my heart to make a gold backed painting for a very long time, and only I was standing in my way, and I decided to get out of my own way and I purchased some gold gilding adhesive set from Amazon. And so in today's video, I'm just gonna film myself as I lay down the back of this painting. I got a pack that included some cotton gloves, just so that when I'm holding everything I can handle it slightly better. Some of the kits on Amazon don't come with gloves, and this one does. Ah, look how cute. So fun. I love a kit. These are 2 packs of gold sheets in here. One is a champagne and one is just a regular gold colour. This is a champagne gold, so this is the one I shall be using. And then we have a varnish for at the very, very end. We have the gilding adhesive, which is step 1. I'm going to put that here. And then spray bottle, mystery for now. And then we've got a lovely, what is that? No, I've been fooled. These look like very plastic gloves. They really look like cotton gloves in the picture. That's a shame. And then I've got this assortment of brushes. This is not a brush, this is a microphone. First things first is I need to clean the surface. It's clean. Apply the gilding adhesive evenly, and it will be light blue in color, which is quite exciting. And then after 30 minutes, even though the lady in the video said 1 hour, but we'll try how tacky it is after 30 minutes. It's transparent, and then you lay down the gold leaf evenly, and then you use a dry brush to remove any excess, and then wait for 24 to 40 hours. Okay. And then you apply the protective varnish. But I need to get this lid off. Okay, it's not blue, but it is opal, which is quite cool how they've created that gorgeous opal color. They said to use the orange brush for the painting of the varnish. And so that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, I've now laid down a whole layer of varnish. I started here, then I moved down to here, then I moved down to here, and then I did the top bit up here. And so we're just gonna wait 20 minutes, which feels like, I don't know, maybe it's meant to feel mainly dry when I do this. So I'm just gonna make sure I wash this in the tap now, because it will get sticky. My desk area is looking crazy, but so exciting. I'm working on the bead project. So I've been just reconstructing this pattern this morning to work with all of the colored beads I have. And so I've been adding symbols to them to match up with the various symbols that appear in this pattern now. And it's been a lot of maths making sure that I have the right number of beads, and I've just had to order a few more packs of these silver lined crystals, and then I can get started. So yeah, that's my bead crochet update while we wait for the thingy-majiggy to dry. Bead crochet is like a lot of mathematics. It's kind of great, I can't lie. Okay, the time is now, and so I'm gonna open up my plastic gloves. Lovely plastic gloves. I'm gonna open up my gold leaf. Okay, it's go time, it's go time, it's go time, it's go time. Okay, so she basically used tweezers. Oh, I need tweezers. She used tweezers. Oh, I need kitchen rolls. She used tweezers and, why didn't I think of this before? She used tweezers to pick up the gold leaf. They're within 2 sheets here. Oh, it's so thin. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. And then she just like laid it on, and so that's what I'm gonna do. And if I have to turn my piece horizontal, then we shall also do that. I've got my kitchen roll. I've got my sleeves being rolled up now. I've got these gloves. I have a feeling that these gloves are just gonna be annoying, but we shall see. Pick up the gold leaf, and then we lay it down. My first sheet is on. And then she like rubbed it with the kitchen roll. That felt not correct, but we'll get better. I don't like wearing the gloves. I'm just gonna take them off and be careful, and maybe I'll learn. No, I'm not very expert at this yet. How not to gold leaf? Oh dear. Let me check back in a bit. Hey, back again a few minutes later. I am getting the hang of this now. Praise the Lord. I was so stressed, and it's actually not that stressful. It's actually very therapeutic and satisfying and fun, and the gold leaves are much more forgiving than you would think. I mean, if I was wearing the gloves, this would be bad, but I can pick them up with my hands and patch them in at certain points, which is really cool. And so now I'm just blocking this entire top section up here. Super duper fun. Loving this as much as I thought I would. And the tip about the kitchen roll, just to smooth things down, actually genius. Leafing away. Woo! Leafing away until we're done. And then I get to brush everything off, which is gonna be so satisfying. Pro, absolute pro I'm becoming. Wow, let me not get cocky about this actually. Gotta stay humble on my first day of gold leafing. Oh, but look at that. Wow, I am addicted. Color me maybe thinking of making every single painting from now on golden. Maybe. Hello, we're back. Look how gorgeous. Oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous. Now what I need to do is brush away all the little flecks that were the overlaps of the pieces. And then we should hopefully have a very nice and smooth surface. You see all the little bits that are coming up. Straighten that out a little bit. I'm so grateful for my ironing board today. I am so grateful. Okay, so now we just go along the edges and hopefully my beautiful edged flower should appear underneath it all, and it is actually working. Where's my phone? Where's my phone to take videos of this? This is behind the scenes, guys. Although you're also the scene, so this is like meta. Wow. My imaginary desk vacuum, which I've been wishing for and not buying for a very long time, would come in very handy right now because there is gold everywhere. Not the worst circumstance to find oneself in. Now look at the little curve, you're so pretty. Gold everywhere. Watch me do these bits here. There's like almost a perfect join. And then you can just brush gold into wherever there's gaps. And it fills up and it smooths out. Oh my gosh. You know when you were in secondary school, like when you graduated secondary school and then suddenly you had to cover all of your books with plastic wrap to protect them, and then there was air bubbles in it and it was so annoying because you couldn't get them out once they were in. This is different because this, you can smooth out anything. This might be one of the best things I've ever done in my entire life. This is a technique I call buffing gold into my canvas. There is gold absolutely everywhere, but I'm gonna try and just use this big brush that I have. I'm gonna try and collect the gold flecks into this dish I have, because I don't want to just, first of all, have them go everywhere on my floor, and then also I would like to not waste them if I can use them for something else, which I think that you can do. So just collecting all of my gold, which is so fun. It's working, look. So I've been listening to this guy called John Piper recently. He's like I don't know if this is his whole thing, but the things I've been listening to, he's like advocating for Christian hedonism, which is basically just like, guys, in order to glorify God, enjoy your life. And I feel like this is exactly what he means. Because I'm in such deep pleasure right now, of the pleasure that I am experiencing by doing this. The air is sparkly, it's so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so stunning. The painting's like not even done, but with the gold it just looks so good. Imagine when I've actually finished the flower. I'm actually shocked. I'm actually shocked. Hey, okay, this is my gilded, golden, beautiful, gorgeous painting. I still need to wait for this to dry, and then tomorrow I will add the varnish. Excuse me, I live under the Heathrow flight path, there's planes over my head. But I'm just so chuffed. That was not as hard as I thought it was. It was not easy, but I do officially add this to my list of why doesn't everyone try this? I've just added a little bit more varnish just to a little 2 spots up here, and it's pretty easy. I thought that, you know, the danger was that I would add a bit more varnish to add some more gold into some patches, and then the gold would lift off and nightmare, but it didn't. It just stayed down, and it is a delight. It's just so fun. You're just basically brushing everything, and the gold wants to be on the canvas. And so it's just like the most satisfying process ever, and I don't understand why not everyone is doing it, because look how fantastic it looks. My painting is not even done, and it just looks so fantastic. It's only up from here. This is crazy. I'm just amazed. That kit was like 10, 15 pounds on Amazon, max 15 pounds. And you didn't even need the gloves. They were completely a waste of time. And I do have gold everywhere on my floor and in my hands, and I've gilded my fingernail by accident, but truly there are worse problems in the world. This is so fine. But I do need to vacuum it up, because I don't know if having gold flecks right next to where I sleep is the best of things for my lungs, but Jesus protect me. And with that being said, I need to now go edit this video to get it up for you today, and I'll see you with a new one tomorrow. If you don't know me, I'm Kat. Hey, I make a new video every single day except for Sunday, and this is my first one where I'm off the desk. I just realized there's freedom here, and I can be off my desk and I can be making stuff on the camera, and so that is what we did today. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought. And I'll see you tomorrow. Subscribe. Lots of love. God bless you. Peace be with you.